All right, so we're about to start our first podcast.
Yes, aren't you excited? A round of applause for baby. Round of applause.
Okay, so this podcast is called Walking with Purpose. We're gonna be trying to do these at least once a month. Get a video out. It's gonna be centered around topics that really stimulates the mind and get us thinking about life more. So my name is Alea President. I'm right now in school for real estate, and I am 21 years old. You can find me on Instagram at co.betterliving.
Sorry, y'all. I was too busy feeling like Naomi Campbell, but what's up, you guys? My name is Anthony Ramon. You know, if you don't know now, you finna know. The big deal finna spit real spill, and that's just that. Now let's chop it. What we talking about today? So for today's topic, guys, we're gonna go ahead and kick it off with: when does too much self-love become selfish? Let's
All right.
chop it.
So our first question is, what is self-love to you?
To me, self-love is what I exude almost every day. It's like who you are. You know how they say it's in you, not on you. Yeah, it's as much as you can show it outside, you have to show it within. So I feel as if self love is how you treat yourself, basically self-explanatory. But how you treat yourself is how you should also treat others as well. So how you feel about you is how you feel, and you should feel it with others. I mean, that was a little run-on sentence, but you caught. Yeah, keep running. You gonna catch it.
Okay. I guess I'll piggyback off of Anthony.
The girls that get it.
So I would say self-love is treating yourself. It's a form of like bettering yourself. So as much as it's treating yourself, it's also making you a better person. In and on the outside. So I would say it's treating yourself. And damn it,
Yeah,
Anthony.
because I feel like as much as you treat yourself,
Mhm.
you could treat others as well, because you know what self love is. So how could you expect love if you're not willing to give? So it's a give or take.
Yes.
Where you at?
All right. So how do you show self-love? What are things that you do that contribute to
Swipe them
self-love?
visas. I'm sorry, y'all. One thing about it, swipe or no swipe. Swipe or no swiping, that's what it's going to give. The visas are going to be swiped regardless. I'm just playing. But I really feel like what I do is center myself around, like, just get back grounded. Because sometimes in this life, you lose your way. Girl, you get like Dora, just get exploring everywhere. You just got to get back to center and understand where where you coming from and how far you have came. So I feel like the question was again.
Mm-hmm. So how do you show yourself
Yes,
self-love
I
though?
show
Like
myself.
what are things you do?
Basically,
So did
like,
you say swipe your visa?
yeah, I thought my visas bad, real bad. They get the fuck
So
bad. But other
okay.
than that, I thought my visas, but I really seriously I
But
listen
is
to my
that
music.
something impulsive or
No, I just feel like the bigger the bag, the better.
mm-hmm.
So, hey,
Okay.
I mean, I ain't gonna be the one just swiping out. But that's that, and I also feel like to be for real,
Mm-hmm.
listening to my music, getting back closer with God, like just really listening to myself. Keyword self. Nobody else. So just gotta stay in
Okay.
tune with yourself.
All right. I would say I show myself self love by making time for myself.
Yes.
And in that time, it could be swiping the visa, swiping the visa. Anything that deals with like health and wellness. I feel like that to me is self love.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, so pretty much swiping the visa because nowadays everything nothing is free. So like that. So now we're gonna move on, and just a reminder that today's topic is too much self love, selfish.
Mm-hmm.
So um, a lot of people interpretation on self. Well, people have different interpretations on self love.
Mm-hmm.
So the question is, what is selfish to you?
Selfish just is being like a crab in a bucket. You trying to climb to the top. Baby, everybody gonna get bored. It's okay. Stop trying to get to the top. You know what I'm saying? When you already at the top, it's kind of hard to look at the bottom. So, baby, it's okay. I feel
Mhm.
like selfish is like trying to knock somebody else down for your better gain. But at the end of the day, what Nene said, you never win playing dirty.
Mhm.
So if you keep winning playing dirty, I mean, you gonna think you win, but at the end of the day, you're not. So I feel like selfish, that's just a nasty game. But I feel like I feel like self love becomes selfish when you're trying to hold yourself, like you holding yourself
Hold on
back.
now, we're gonna a little bit too
Oh, we
far.
getting too deep. Yeah,
Yes.
not to cut. I don't mean to bury y'all 6 feet grave too soon, but I'm digging a little deep. But
Mhm.
I'm trying to say like it's selfish. Selfish is
Yeah.
nasty,
Yeah.
nasty
So
game.
aside from what Anthony was saying with selfish, I think it also could mean just like focusing too much on you.
Mm.
Like it's not a bad thing to focus on you, but
Cause no shade, them Leos. I'm a Leo, y'all.
it's not a bad thing, but when you focus on yourself a lot, you become less aware and you become desensitized. I don't know
Mm-hmm.
how to say that, but you
Disconnected,
become
whatever.
desensitized
We're not
to
Wikipedia, y'all. Bro.
to many things that's happening around you. So
Mm-hmm.
and not aware of people's feelings. So I feel like
Yeah.
that is what selfishness is.
But then again, you have your times where it's like you feeling selfish, but then again, sometimes it's like, I don't know. Do you think that like when you say that you feel like, okay, boom, being insensitive of other people's feelings, like do you feel like that's something that, you have to set a boundary with, or is it something like I'ma just say what I gotta say? What do you think about
No,
that?
it's like it's
Because I don't
almost
know.
like you're putting yourself in a box, and there's things going on outside of that box,
Hmm.
but you're just like in that box. So it's like it's selfish because then you come out of that box expecting like or doing things that are just
I think
not
hmm
empathy.
I
It's
feel
no
like there is such
empathy.
thing as boundaries and selfishness. People call you like selfish, like, oh, you too much into yourself, or you too much, girl. You don't know what I did to get here. You know what I'm saying, girls. A couple girls had to climb their way to the top, boy. After they laid, yeah, whether they laid or did what they had to do, they did what they had to do. You know what I'm saying? So you never know what it
Hmm.
is. Like I had to do a lot to get here, so I feel like setting those boundaries is also important. But I mean, that doesn't make you
What
selfish.
are
That you
you
set
setting
boundaries.
boundaries on? I'm
Just
confused
how
right now.
people, just how people like I don't know, cause to try to take advantage of you. People feel like that's selfish. Like, dang, you're not sharing, but it's like, baby, everybody can't be digging up out this plate.
Okay,
You know
I
what I'm
can,
saying? Like
right,
everybody can't be trying to get the crumbs and nibble,
right,
girl.
right.
So
So, do you share though?
when needed to,
Okay.
not sharing my food, that's a different story. But
Hmm.
I don't share shit.
Okay. I can see that not giving out too much of yourself.
Yeah, that's important.
So I can get that. All right. So our next question is: can there be too much self love?
No,
So now it goes back. It ties back into that word selfishness. So can there be too much self love? Ultimately, is that selfish?
when do you not? It's it's not enough self love. Good.
It's
See,
not good.
exactly. So I feel like why shorten yourself
Hmm.
when you can give yourself all? Because this universe is yours, truly. And my word, it may be a little delulu, but this is true Lulu. This is my world. So at the end of the day, I feel like, I give myself everything. If I give
Hmm.
myself, then I could be able to give others.
Yes, I
Mm-hmm.
love that. Oh my
Mm-hmm.
goodness, that was
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
good.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Y'all do the little snaps. Yeah,
Yeah.
one, two, one, two.
I can agree. Honestly, it really depends, y'all. Like I don't think like Anthony put it in a good way.
Mm-hmm.
Like having less of self love is not good. So it'll be the opposite. Where having more self love is better.
Yeah.
But honestly, you just have to find that balance.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to self love and also still being aware of others.
Yeah. So that's important.
Yes. All right. So our big question is: too much self love selfish?
No. I just
No.
feel like I pretty much wrapped it up, girl. I
Mm-hmm.
toss salad either way you put it. I gave y'all what it is. I just feel like too much self love. It can become selfish, like we were talking about earlier, when you don't put other people's emotions, ahead of yourself, because now you just feeling like, girl, what are you, the fucking Incredible Hulk? You
Mm-hmm.
can't be go out here trying to Hulk smash everything and do everybody. Like, you gotta understand, like, people have feelings as well, but like also create boundaries for yourself. I feel like that's what everybody should do, and it's not selfish to me. No, I'm a
So
Leo. That's my answer regardless. I'm a Leo.
cause you keep saying these boundaries, how do you set these
Well,
boundaries?
you set boundaries by telling a nigga, hell no. Start there.
Are you talking
The
about,
word,
hold
but
on.
that was just
Because when you
that
say
was an
self love,
example.
okay. Because when we say self
Because
love,
we
I'm
could
like,
run this anyway.
because let's take this a few
we
steps
can run
back.
this anyway. We can run this shit anyway.
Let's take this a few steps back because you said that self love was. If we're talking
Setting
about,
boundaries and
hold on, no. If we're talking about self love is pimp, it's kind of essentially kind of like self care.
yeah, in a sense, yeah.
So,
hmm
are you talking about the time aspect of like needing to be alone when you set those
Oh yeah,
boundaries, or are you talking
isolation means
about?
elevation, babe. Isolation can mean elevation, but everybody has an area of isolation. That's a whole
Mhm.
other video for the topic. But isolation, yeah, like once you confine yourself, you know what I'm saying? You, like I said, you can't give too much of yourself because you're not gonna have anything for yourself. That's just like giving everybody the girl shepherd's pie. And
Mhm.
you only gonna get left with a piece of fucking what? Mashed potato? Girl, no. I don't want to mash. I want the whole thing. So I need to give myself, like I said, it goes back to giving yourself your all
Mhm.
so you can give other people, or just not even give other people, but just give what you have within yourself.
Right.
So yeah, but like I said, setting boundaries, saying no, no means no. What they tell you in elementary school, they slap you on your wrist, no means no. Girl,
Yeah.
don't go in the corner store stealing everybody candy.
I guess
No means no.
if no means no, I want to kind of expand on that when you say
Okay,
boundaries, because in my head I'm thinking,
like what you
okay,
thinking?
because I feel like you're thinking on the time aspect, like one, like if
On anybody's
you're
time.
right. So
Hell no.
that's a good thing.
hmm
That's a good thing. But what the way I'm thinking is things that don't align with you.
Yes.
When you say,
When I say that, I kind of mean like everything. Like as far
mm-hmm,
as like if it doesn't align with you, if it doesn't match within your
right,
time frame, it's a no. Like you have to set those boundaries, and I feel like like you appreciate yourself more when you set boundaries, and that's also a form of self love in a way because I feel like you are setting those boundaries. Like what I'm saying. I'm teaching myself no.
mm-hmm,
Like just say no because everybody just get the yes man and my favorite word is no.
yes.
So
Okay. So I guess to put it simple, we believe that there is never too much self love.
mm-mm.
Um, but also a reminder to
And
create a balance.
I'm sorry to
Mm-hmm.
interrupt, but it just also we gonna get if we're gonna talk about it, we're gonna talk about it. It also gets me crazy when people feel like that you love yourself too much. Is that why is that you're feeling selfish? Like why is that? Why do you think that people feel that it's selfish for you to like
I feel
love
like,
yourself? Like it's what y'all
but
lacking? What y'all insufficient
okay,
of?
this is my thing.
Like what's up?
You can kind of get a sense
Cause
when somebody is self love, like
mm-hmm,
practicing self love, or when somebody's practicing selfishness, because I feel like just naturally your aurora and energy
mm-hmm,
is gonna exclude like positivity and
right,
support and all those different type of things. But if you come across as like very self-centered, I feel like people will see that, and
yes,
that self-love that you think you have could be
mm-hmm.
selfish, or it could be, or on
Supposed
the
to be
other
hating.
side, right, it could be
And
misinterpretation.
this is where we coming in my world, no shade. But I feel like a lot of people just lack thereof, and I feel like when they don't have it in themselves, they feel the need to attack other people that are comfortable within themselves, comfortable in their sexuality, comfortable in their life, comfortable with what they're doing. Like me, baby, I'm comfortable as a beanbag. I get
Hmm.
real comfortable. I get to move in all type of positions. I don't even care about none of that. People have problems with people actually caring for themselves, and it's like, why? What are you lacking of? And that's something that you gotta deep dive in with yourself, and you gotta ask yourself, like, girl, why am I so bitter, Betty?
We're gonna end this video with Two things. The first one is, what are you walking through, and what are you walking into? Anthony?
Okay, so I feel like I'm walking through a time because, like I said, you never know what we're going to predict or where life is leading. We're just kind of following. Like, I follow God, so we just kind of following whatever, comes our way. But this week, I feel like I'm walking through trying to figure out and navigate, time management, what I could do as far as like, school, because school be texting for real. No Uncle Sam, they be texting, but just trying to figure out like a way to keep myself not sane, but like calm, not calm. You know what I'm trying to say?
Right,
Like keep myself afloat, basically.
Right.
I'm walking through that, but I'm walking into more blessings and more blessings, baby. The price is only up, honey.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all better get off the clearance rack. Get off the clearance rack. Y'all better get on the fine China rack, because that's on the way we going up. But
that.
yeah, I just feel like I'm just walking into my destiny, period. Day by day.
Okay. Right now, I would say this season for me, not this week, but right now, I'm walking through I'm still closing chapters of a lot of, I would say I'm closing one chapter. In my life, and it's kind of hard to close. It's almost like I keep going back and opening a book. So I'm trying to close this one chapter right now, and I would say I'm walking into a new chapter. So I'm closing this one chapter and I'm walking into a new chapter that will hopefully be peace and happiness. And yeah, this thing is called the word of the week.
Okay.
So basically just a one word that you kind of want to just focus around this week, something that's describing this week. So I'll go ahead and kick it off with mine. It's going to be probably I would say a reward. This week I'm just hoping to enjoy the fruits of my labor.
Yes.
With my sister. And so yeah, that's the word of the week for me.
I feel like the word of the week for me is purpose. Simple as that. We're gonna keep it simple. I feel like every day I'm walking to my purpose. Every day, every breath I take, I'm taking for a purpose. You know what I'm saying? Everything that I do is for a purpose. So I feel like if I give it my energy, if I give it my time, it's gonna be purposeful. So, day by day, step by step, walking through our purpose. Period.
All right. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for watching this. If you did watch this, I want you to put in the comments what we said the word of the week was, and
what are you walking through? What are you walking into?
Yes.
All that good stuff. All that good jazz.
First 5 people to do it, we're getting away $10.
$10. Y'all better hit the lotto.